Cartier, Champlain, Maisonneuve, and the First Nations before them each discovered a natural harbor that gave them access to what we now know as the City of Montreal. At that time, the port consisted mostly of makeshift docks that served as meeting places for the fur trade, established in the sector that we now call the Old Port of Montreal. It was around this commercial hub that the city's first neighborhoods began to take shape. In the early 19th century, with the Industrial Revolution underway and the Montreal economy starting to diversify, tanneries and flour mills rise up in the west end of the harbor, and in the east end, John Molson starts building his brewery. In 1830, with the founding of the Harbor Commission, the improvement and expansion of port infrastructures helped strengthen trade between Europe and North America. The increase in commercial shipping traffic, together with the new railway lines, reinforced Montreal's position as Canada's metropolis. The Alexandra Pier is built at the start of the 20th century, along with grain elevators and permanent hangars that transformed the Port of Montreal into the most important grain port in the world. The Alexandra Pier is also the arrival point for a number of immigrants and visitors to Canada. The opening of the St. Lawrence Seaway in 1959 connects the Port of Montreal with the Great Lakes. In 1964, the port is ready to accommodate year-round navigation. It handles its first container in 1967, and the following year, Canada's first container terminal is inaugurated in Montreal. Ever since, the Port of Montreal has continued to grow at a rapid pace, so much so that it now handles more than 35 million tons of goods every year. Today, it connects 5 continents and more than 140 countries to a North American market of 110 million consumers. Day in and day out, the Port of Montreal plays a major role in both global trade and in the Montreal, Quebec, and Canadian economies.